Oh my God. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, Africa. Good morning, universe. My name is Barrister Pink Republic, aka the Princess of Umoku Oka, Anambra State. Today there is gist. It's just a warning. There is what? Gist. So before I will start you know why I want to raise this topic today. So I'm not particularly targeting May Doche's lawyer, but I want other lawyers too to pay attention, just in case they've forgotten what I want to say. So I keep hearing people saying a lawyer is like a doctor. Please, a lawyer is not a doctor. A lawyer is a lawyer. A doctor is a doctor. If you go and acquire more degrees and add doctor of your name, fine, wonderful. But a lawyer is not a doctor, because we have our own legal ethics. Okay? So the ethics I want to speak about is obsessing about a client to move. Maybe you gain more from that client. It might not be money, it might be popularity, because I really don't know this guy until Mele Doche hired him, right? So he must have made his name around his own circle. But in the circle of entertainment and maybe online, people don't really know him that much. But ever since he started representing Mele Doche, it has come to our knowledge that some lawyers don't understand there's a thin line between a client and a friend. Because the way I hear him speak on the internet is as if he's speaking like I represented my friend. But once, even if that your friend or relative, once they contact you for you to represent them, there's some duties you owe them. And there's some duties they owe you. Number one, let me start with the lawyer's duty. The lawyer's duty is to advise that client properly and to also listen to the client, you understand, and represent that client properly as much as he can. And two, he should learn to what? Listen. And it's like a confession. You know, we say there's a confession. You know, we that are Catholics, we go to confession. Everything we tell our Reverend Father, oh, we steal, we lie, and all that, he does not tell anybody. So it's like an oath they swore. And that is part of our legal profession. Whatever thing you and your client must have discussed is none of our business. It's for your own consumption. And the client owed the lawyer a duty to say everything, tell the truth, and to pay his legal fees, which is very, very important. So people think everything should be free because the person is now my friend. So this lawyer-client confidentiality is very, very important, because after the client, you know, sometimes a client, is even the right of the client to move on from you. It's not a slavery arrangement. Maybe the client must have listened to the way you must have talked, instead of you to pay attention to what you should be doing for him or her. You are busy doing online attacks and calling out people and all that. Some people are very, very private people. They want, if they consult you, it ends there. All what they want to see you is at the court. But with this coming of these are online whatever on social media, is like another aspect. People are always quick to type without thinking. You understand? By the time before you post anything, just calculate 1, 2, 3. Okay? So I want to read. There's a federal high court in Abuja ruled in the case of Mr. Abu Arome and 3 others versus Central Bank of Nigeria and 3 others on July 19th, 2024, upholding lawyer-client confidentiality and declaring section 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 and 30 of the Money Laundering Prevention and Prohibition Act of 2022 as they related to legal practitioners unconstitutional, null and void. The ruling found that these provisions, which sought to include lawyers in the anti-money laundering reporting obligations, violated the fundamental right to privacy under the Nigerian Constitution and the statutory duty of confidentiality owed to clients. So what this section is talking about is that you owe your client confidentiality, and you cannot be called on the stand for you to even testify against your own clients, because when the client was confiding in you, he did that or she did that, that my secret will be kept so that you can represent me properly. Let me tell you, everybody has a right to be represented. So if they start, everybody's mouth, every lawyer's mouth start watering down, most people might not come forward. In short, they prefer to go to prison than to even spill what they have done. So what I'm saying is that most lawyers that want to discuss their client's matter on the internet or the case they've handled, you have to be smart about it. You don't need to call the lawyer client's name, but you can switch it up in a way that maybe in a way that might not be revealing as much, because there's a case you might start saying, might be an ongoing case, and they will know that you are the one. And why must you say things that they've given to you, even by inference or trying to cite example? We have to be very careful. Some examples are very, very glaring, and it is very, very obvious. So what I'm saying is that once a client has moved on away from you, maybe by inference or directly, like, oh sorry, I can't continue with you, or so, or you've heard that the lawyer has moved on and they are telling you to demand, let me tell you, you have to learn to chill. You have to learn to chill. You don't have to start spilling all her secrets. I was so disappointed when I started seeing it on social media. And you can face disciplinary action. You can be reported to the NBA, and if possible you can be debarred if you don't take your time. So I want that lawyer to chill. I'm not calling his name. This topic is not about him, but what people should understand, that as a lawyer, once you confide in a lawyer, I'll bet you that your secret is safe, because they will use all what you have confessed to them to prepare your case, and even maybe get a lesser sentence, because you spilled the truth. You told them the truth. So I'm just feeling sorry for any lawyer that wants to come online and start dragging his or her client. Of course, you will face a lawsuit, and the client can claim damages, and it's in billions or millions. I hope you have money. If you want your mouth to start spilling and rolling. So let me quickly move over to Enugu very clean. So let me tell you, on one day we had our MBA meeting, and the only thing I was hearing from everybody is how clean Enugu is. Wow. Governor Mba, let me clap for you. Wow. Congratulations on that, because I've been to Enugu several times in my life, but because I'm an Easterner, right? And it's easy for me to come from I've been to Enugu several times. I'm from Anambra, but you just see it as normal. And this thing brings to the fact that people said Enugu is a very, very beautiful city, that wow, they can't believe it. But they spoke particularly about the cleanliness of Enugu, and I really enjoyed it. So most people that are myopic, I use the word tribalistic, that does not understand that other cities apart from Lagos exist. Please pay attention to this. People are saying that Enugu is so clean and so beautiful. Maybe I spoke about my own Anambra, because I can speak about my own state, right? But these are testimonies from people that went for the MBA conference. They confessed. Even people that went into town where it was not happening, the conference center, where whatever thing that is happening is not happening, they still confess that Enugu is so clean. Please pay attention. I've said it, that an Igbo man is an investor. That you see him building mansion in your state doesn't mean that when he's ready to move, he will just sell the mansion and move on. He's not coming to take over your state. He likes building, he likes beautifying. So we should all tend to not be quick to judge people. You understand? I tell people, take out your time, travel to cities in Nigeria. You find out that you are just living in your own bubble. I'm very happy that a lot of Lagosians joined in this journey to Enugu, and they are the ones that have even saying it. You understand? Even my fellow Easterners is saying the man tried. They should keep, but other people were shouting, is there death on Enugu, on the street of Enugu, or even the roads? They talked about how all the roads are so connected and so tired. Yes, that I will give it to Enugu. But what I want to say is that Don't condemn people because you see them in their state. Don't think that they are refugees in your state. No. I am so happy this thing happened, and a lot of people spoke so well about Enugu State. So Governor Mba, congratulations on that. And they spoke about the top-notch security that they encounter. Okay, let me quickly move on to US enlists Amerikaner group in refugee scheme for white South Africans. You know, when you are hearing Afrikaner, Africans, most of them are the Africans, most of them are foreigners based in South Africa. They have the way they speak their own kind of Zulu, their own kind of, so that you might not even know what they are saying. Actually, they have their own kind of group. So let me quickly delve into this thing. They said a group called Amerikaners, set up by white South Africans, hoping to take up US President Donald Trump's offer of resettlement, has been enlisted by his administration to help identify suitable applicants for the controversial program, reported by Reuters. Trump established the refugee program in February for Africans in South Africa who are victims of unjust racial discrimination, referring to an ethnic group descended mostly from Dutch settlers. According to a statement posted on the website of the United States Embassy in South Africa on Monday, the Amerikaners group is now a designated Department of State referral partner for the program. So if you know you are an Amerikaner or an Afrikaans, go and find out what is going on. Okay, because of time, I'm just trying to cut time. So congratulations to Tyla. I heard you won the MTV Music Video Award. Very fine. Congratulations to you. Your videos are always top notch. But I want to question MTV. This same Tyla said she is not an Afrobeat artist. And I'm still wondering, don't you people make investigation after she said that, or you believe that her music is sounding Afrobeat? Her music sounds nothing like Afrobeat, and you're still giving it to somebody that openly told you that I am not an Afrobeat artist. It's not that the thing is paining me, but it's paining me that people that actually sing Afrobeats are not giving their accolades. They are not congratulating them because they work hard for it. You are supposed to put Tyla under the R&B, because since you don't have like a how will I say, a category for her under for Amapiano, you can put her under R&B. But when it comes to Afrobeat, is it like the thing is looking like divide and rule? Let the original Afrobeat don't win. But this thing, we have to call the attention to all the Afrobeat artists. They need to speak up for themselves. It's not people on the media that will be speaking up for them. They are not giving you your accolades because somebody that is not singing Afrobeat is being given the award. It's not that we are eyeing her, but she, when we have been, as we've been discussing about this, then she opened her mouth to also confirm it that she's not an Afrobeat artist. MTV, what are you doing? Do you make investigations at all? So I'm not happy that people that actually sing the Afrobeat are not receiving the award. What is going on? Is it that the world don't listen to Africa when they speak? It's like they've had a particular perception about what Africa should be. No, you cannot build us and mold us the way you want us to build. MTV, change it. She has also told you. She has also told you that she's not an Afrobeat artist, and you keep giving her an award meant for somebody that works so hard under the Afrobeat genre. That is not fair. I said, let me just put it out, because she has told you. It's not that she did not tell you, it's not that we were complaining, but she actually told you, and I'm still not understanding why you people keep doing that. Let me quickly move over to movies, because if I keep speaking now, it will be as if I'm protesting. No, this is not a protest, but this is informing you just in case you do not understand what she was saying the previous year. Okay, the first movie that I want to take on in, I don't know if people have watched this film, but this movie is a series, like five to 6 part series. It is called Sins. It's a 1986. Look, I was very little when I watched Sins, right? But I found it on YouTube. Yes, you can get it on YouTube. You can get it on YouTube. So I tell people that I know most films are coming out 2025. Let me tell you, most of all these movies that are related to Hitler, the World War II, they end up being very, very, very interesting. Because sometimes you might just be put off your mood, but there's a movie you watch, your mind will come back to it. Since it's an old movie, if you remember Joan Collins is the lead cast, the female lead cast member in that pack, 6-pack and series. To the extent that somebody, I found out when I was trying to find out if it's a true life story, I noticed that a Nigerian also registered that name, Helen Juno's Nigeria Limited. I saw it on the internet. Helen Juno's Nigeria. Somebody actually, to tell you that the person really, really loved that movie. That movie was an obsession at the time. If you have not watched since maybe in the 80s, I watched mine, I think in the 19, yes, immediately we entered 90, I watched it as a child. So I was just trying to grab the story. So I watched a lot of picture story, the fashion and everything. There's a lot of fashion going on in that movie. So you really enjoy watching scenes. It's on YouTube. I found it on YouTube, scenes. If in case you cannot find just scenes, immediately you type it, you can say scenes by Joan Collins, you will see it. So let me quickly say Who Die. I think Who Die is on Prime. I saw the movie. Yes, I think it's on Prime because I thought it's Showmax, but I think it's Prime. Who Die is Prime. It's about, I would say, good twin, the bad twin. Turns out that even the good twin was a cocaine pusher, and she was not going abroad to study as far. She has to deliver cocaine before she carry on with her life, and there was a lot of things going on in between. It's a Nigerian movie, very, very interesting movie. It's a 2025 movie, and I know you are going to enjoy watching that movie. Like I said, I don't want to be giving up spoilers, but the movie is, there's a moral behind it. Don't just judge somebody because the person is so bad. You understand? Even the one you're thinking that is good might be the most terrible person on earth. So don't do, you should not judge. So let me quickly move over to White Bed. White Bed is also, I would say it's a French-based movie during the Hitler period. It's a 2023 movie, very lovely movie about a boy that is crippled. They call him Crab, that helped a lady stay in I think like a garage during the World War II. And this movie, this lady grew up speaking about the guy and every other thing, how the guy and his family helped him. And this thing shows that those people that were not affected or under the list of Hitler, a lot of people helped people. Though you see them as cruel, no, they were protecting themselves because they were also hiding some of the Jews. So these are lovely movies. All these ones I've listed. I would not like to, by the time you watch it, you enjoy it. But a note of warning. You might cry, you might enjoy the movie, and you might feel somehow emotions and all that. So nothing so sensitive about it, is except that they arrested children from a school and all that. But anything I've said it, anything World War II turns out to be, it's not that you go and act anyhow film, but turns out to be very, very nice. So this is all I have for you for today. Don't forget to shop with us at Antoinette Supermarket, 87B Olani Street, near Okoba, Lagos. Bye for now.